realistically, it's a win-win either way for him because he's either going to get Vic tweeted out and you get a little bit of publicity.
Yeah.
Unless Vic tweets out going like, that's not real, didn't wear it.
But these days, loads of kids want that. They want those kind of like viral moments, you know. But yeah.
Or he just doesn't reply, in which case everyone believes it. See, I've had a terrible day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everyone why?
I woke up this morning, I had diarrhea.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You had diarrhea yesterday as well.
Yeah, I know.
Have you got diarrhea?
No, not now. Went downstairs to make my breakfast. Had no bread.
Yeah.
So went in.
Why is that a problem?
Well, I make scrambled eggs.
And you can't eat it without toast?
Can't have it without toast.
Weird.
You literally agreed with me. Then
before the podcast, he was like, I had no bread, so I had to eat my scrambled egg. Well,
no, I didn't.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I can't eat scrambled egg without toast either.
Yeah, you agreed with me.
And now I'm two-facing you.
Then I got...
Also, you call me two-faced at that meal.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I'm not. No, it's no, okay, carry on.
What?
Maybe I am.
Why?
Because you...
Yeah, it's because you agreed with me about something. You were like, yeah, 100%.
No, we were doing the whole thing about who chats the most.
Yeah, and I said to you, oh yeah, I'm definitely up there.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh no, us three talk way more.
But no, but I even...
And I was like,
no, but even
earlier that day, you had agreed with me about me chatting.
No, because even on this podcast, we've done one before, and I will still say Ethan and Freezy chat more than you. I'll always say that.
So I didn't think Freezy's up there.
Maybe not anymore.
He's
but,
top 5.
But I would say that.
Top
I'd
5.
say that. The thing is, when I do say that thing where, because obviously we put in the chat a lot where it's like me, Ethan, and Freezy chatting, and we're always like, oh, that's not a new group chat. But then you're like, I've spoke more today.
Yeah.
But it's only, I think usually what happens is us three will be like having a conversation that happens quite fast. And people are not usually in that.
Thing is, Ethan is a stat merchant.
He is a stat merchant.
He writes one word per message.
So do I.
And writes 35 messages to say a sentence.
Yeah. But sorry, continue. Why have you got a bad day?
Well, so then had no breakfast. Then I drive to the train station, and I'm not making my train. Get out of the car, and I'm like, oh, actually, you know what?
Sidecast.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll make it. So I'm like, okay, I'll start jogging.
Yeah.
Start running. Go up the stairs. As I make it to the top of the stairs, the doors close of the train, and then I slip, and I'm literally everyone's looking out the window at me. So I slip there, then get out the other end. No Lime bike. Then I'm waiting. As I come into this building, a fan comes up to me.
Oh no.
He's like this far away, and he goes, "Mini minute. Oh my god, you mini minute."
You can't hear him.
I'm literally like, "Are you alright, man?" He's like, "Yeah." Oh my god, mini minute. I'm like, "Bro, please talk." And he goes, "I met you years ago, like 2 years ago." I'm like, "Cool." He's like, yeah. I took a picture, and then pulls out his phone and starts scrolling through his photos.
Oh no!
I've got meetings, so I'm late already.
Yeah.
He's scrolling, and then he shows me a picture of you and him.
Oh, cool.
And he goes, yeah, it was 7 years ago. I was like, okay, firstly, cool.
7 years ago.
Yeah, and then he goes, oh, you weren't there. And I was like, it's like, okay, cool. And then
did you take a new one now?
He didn't want one.
What?
He literally as he showed me, he goes, oh, you weren't there. Oh. That was 7 years ago, you know. Bro, you look kind of old now. And then...
What?
And then walks off.
Oh my goodness.
and then I've been here, and it's been alright since then.
Yeah.
But cool. I was like, what? I was, you know, I've made it here. I was like, cool. Forget about what's happened this morning. And then he just goes, you look old.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I met someone yesterday walking home, and I was really close to home, so I was really excited to get home. And he goes like, oh, what's up, man? Nice to meet you. And I was like, yeah, you too. He's like, I like what you do, or whatever like that. And he goes, oh, my phone's dead, or I would take a photo. And I was like, oh, damn. And usually they want you. Sometimes they ask you.
Yeah, he's waiting so you can message him a photo.
Yeah. Which I would do usually if they asked.
You didn't do it?
No, because I didn't suggest that.
Wow.
But you could have suggested to this guy to take a photo.
He didn't want one.
But he didn't say no. If you said to him, like, do you want to take a photo? He might say yes.
I mean, he's literally stopped me and showed me all his photos.
No, I know.
If he wanted a photo, he would ask.
That's what I'm saying. If he asked me to take a photo on my phone, then DM him, I would have done that. But I'm so close to I can see my house. I'm not going to suggest it. What? Why are you like... The silence now is making me feel like a dick.
What silence?
Your silence.
You were talking.
True. Nick was showing us something in the last podcast. It's so funny where I go... Look at the waveform. I've spoken so much today. And then I go, how about you? And you start talking about your honeymoon. And I go, actually, hold on.
Yeah, no, I noticed it.
But that was to thank you for being nice to me. So I thought it... What
was to thank me?
I thanked you about being nice about the vlogs.
Oh.
So I interrupted you to tell you a compliment.
Yeah.
Just to get that in there.
Oh.
But I want to ask, when you fell over on the train, or going to the train, how long was it from... Can anyone have filmed that? Could it be out there?
Nah.
Because
it was a proper like... I come up the stairs and fell. So it was no... Unless they had their phone out recording.
Yeah.
Nah.
Why?
Why? Do you want to see me fall? You trying to see a video of me falling
Of
over?
course. If there is one, I'd watch that.
Yeah, same.
You'd watch that for
Yeah.
me, of course. Can we talk about what Vic put in the chat yesterday or not? Is that not allowed, do you reckon?
I don't know. What...
Some guy took a photo with Vic at the train station and then edited his.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
Then edited his. The fan took a picture with Vic, and then edited his clothing line onto Vic's jumper, which is actually genius. That's so smart. And then did a story saying, "Oh, the clothing line's come so far, man. Now we've got Simon repping us."
Yeah, it's sick to see people you've grown up watching wearing your brand and stuff like that.
I actually rate it, man, because like,
100%.
in the day and age where like people that won't believe it or will believe anything,
and it's like realistically, it's a win-win either way for him because
Yeah.
he's either going to get Vic tweeted out and you get a little bit of publicity.
Yeah.
As much as unless Vic tweets it out going like, "That's not real. Didn't wear it. It's shit."
But these
Which he's
days,
just
loads of
not
kids
gonna
want
do.
that. They want those kind of like viral
Yeah.
moments, you know. But yeah,
Or he just doesn't reply, in which case everyone believes it.
yeah, true.
So,
true.
It was
So
smart, but
yeah.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
They're gonna do it.
I was gonna say the reason I brought it up as well is because you take trains, so does Vic, and sometimes I'll say to you just get a car, and you don't like getting cars.
I don't like it.
If I was in your position, I would literally get a driver like JJ. To be honest,
I just don't like it though.
Really?
I get like anxious about timings because obviously a train is like it normally runs to its schedule.
Yeah.
Even if I miss a train as well, there's going to be another one in 10 minutes.
it's
Whatever.
true.
So cars are just you might get stuck in traffic.
But
And
then
I
you
also
got-
get a little bit car sick
Oh,
sometimes.
okay. I didn't know you had.
Well, I didn't used to, but a lot of like I just find every car that's not. I think it might just be sitting in the back. The smell just gets me.
Get in the front then.
I'm not sitting in the front of
If
like.
you had a
Uber.
driver, you could get in the front. You'd chat
That'd
to
be
him.
so weird though.
Yeah, that defeats the whole point of having a driver.
Yeah.
No, it does not. The whole
Yes,
point of having a
yes,
driver
does.
is it goes
The
A to
company
B.
seats are in the back.
Oh sure, yeah, sure. But like, it's
Yeah.
not like if you've got like a decent car, the front's going to be that uncomfortable. But you get sick in the car, so you can't go on your phone much in the car.
No,
I
I
was gonna say you
can.
could work on it. Like I would go like, okay, you got to get in your car, go to the train station, get a train, get another train, get another train. Then when you're here, you got to then walk to the studio or whatever. Whereas if you get a driver, he's there. You get in and you get out, and you can just work on your laptop or your iPad or your.
I think
phone.
it's because they're normally like.
Or read your book, you know. In the car, that'd be
Why? Why?
Well, if you wanted to read your book, you could.
He's
What
encouraging
book?
you to read.
What book?
Encourage you.
Atomic Habits 2.
It's not a book.
Might be.
I think it's because they try to make it, no matter what time of day it is, they always try to make it like dark and have LED lights and stuff like that.
If you had a driver, you could ask not to have that.
Oh, also, if you get a driver, you could dictate the smell.
Why?
Yeah, but then I also have to get the car as well, right?
No. They'll have the car. He or she. Will have the car.
I'm pretty certain if I hire a driver and they're going to pick me up in their car, I can't say, I want you to smell like this.
You can say I want.
It sounds like a PR nightmare
I want
or
this
something.
certain air freshener in it. You don't have to say no. You don't have to dictate what cologne the driver wears. That would be weird.
Didn't say that.
But you can ask like.
I'm saying because they're going to drive this car home every night and they're using it on their day-to-day basis, right? So if I'm like, I want your car to smell like...
No. I think you can. I think you could say. Oh, you can't say what you want it to smell like. You can say what you don't want it to smell like, though.
What are
You.
we talking about?
Thanks, mate.
No, not you. I mean the driver.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah.
The
Oh,
driver
right.
turns up and I don't want this smell.
But I reckon John doesn't.
It smells like you.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't like it that much.
I like cars.
I love lamp.
I love lamp. You know how you have the sat navs in cars, like
Yeah.
navigation, and back in the day they used to be able to like change the voice to like Snoop Dogg or something. Do you think it would be jokes to have like that same thing at like self checkouts?
Yeah,
So
but,
you know how to, like, scan
self
your-
checkouts are so like you want it to be as quick as possible.
Nah, but like for bands, you know. So you got Snoop Dogg there, and also he judges what you're scanning. So you scan like some condoms, right?
Yeah,
And it's like
he's
extra
like
small.
hell yeah.
Yeah, he's like small, you know, and everyone in the back's like,
No, that'd be awful.
no, I know, it'd be funny.